One of the most effective ways to grow your new YouTube channel is to look at other bigger YouTube channels, identify what works for them, listen to their advice, and apply what they teach. But do you guys ever feel that YouTube can be quite noisy sometimes? Like when you're trying to grow your YouTube channel, you hear so damn much advice from left, right, and center that tells you not to do this and not to do that. If you're like me, then you would have listened to a lot of advice from big YouTube channels on how to grow your YouTube channel, and I listened to a lot of them. Each of their strategies are somewhat similar yet different in their own way, depending on their YouTube channel size and journey. So here's the thing, which is the one that is going to work for your YouTube channel? Look, I'll be perfectly honest with you. The strategies that they suggest does not work most of the time, and it can be quite detrimental to your YouTube channel if done incorrectly. The way I see this is quite simple. After watching so many YouTube channels, I found that those with less than 200,000 subscribers, they give roughly the same advice. On the other hand, those who have been around longer on YouTube and have around 500,000 subscribers, they give different advice as well. Now, when I first started my YouTube channel, I just went with the ones with the most subscribers because technically they should have the most credibility. But soon I noticed that their advice, while good, it is rather outdated because if it took them 4 years to get to where they are, then having them teach me how to get my first 1,000 subscribers is also going to be just as outdated just because times have changed. So it took me a while to understand that, and I started looking around other YouTube channels with less than 100,000 subscribers that are more relevant to my YouTube channel. And so far, I have found 3 YouTube channels that are absolutely dominating this space, which are these channels right here. I'll put a link down in the description below to their YouTube channel. These 3 channels, their growth and channel size are pretty similar. But I would like to show you how watching all 3 of them eventually got me so confused, and I started creating videos that are all over the place. Mind you, I am still following their steps because I think the points they share are valid and very useful, but let me show you why they are different and how the points they share contradicts one another. Let's start with Annie. Annie is probably the first channel I discovered when I first started my YouTube channel. She was getting about 10,000 views per video, and that's a lot to me for my fairly new channel, so naturally I want to emulate her. Annie's way of running a YouTube channel is somewhat similar to how I think it should be run. First, she uses TubeBuddy a lot to do her keyword research. Second, she uploads very regularly, once every 3 days. And third, her video titles tend to be very long, like it was meant to be searchable and SEO friendly. So that's how I first got started as well. I followed her steps and I hoped to get the same success as she did. But eventually I gained no traction, and I wasn't feeling that the strategy works, because one factor that helped her channel explode is because all of her videos exploded during the pandemic. This is the time where everyone is in lockdown and people at home is just trying to find something to do, and starting a YouTube channel sort of became a thing. That is what contributed to her success as well. Alright, at this point, the YouTube algorithm noticed what I was watching and it started recommending me other YouTube channels that are similar to Annie's. So they recommended me to Channel Maker. Channel Mikkel is an interesting one because I really enjoy his video presentation and style. I'm a fan of people just sitting there and sharing their wisdom. It doesn't need to be entertaining, they just need to get straight to the point. When I first found his channel, his topics were very similar to Annie's and they were all very searchable. But it was until a couple of months ago where his YouTube channel really started to grow. And his channel's growth, I believe, is thanks to the fact that he did not overly produce search-friendly videos. Some of his recent videos contains keywords that are not searchable at all, like I get worried when I see a channel do this, or why is YouTube so hard? So now at this stage, it got me even more confused. What type of titles do I need to create? Do I need to create a searchable title, or do I create a clickable title? How on earth do I know which works best? Because these 2 YouTube channels are using 2 different approaches. And when I launch my video, which title should I use in the first 48 hours? Clickable titles or searchable titles? Do you see how messy this can get? But then Film Booth came along and totally destroyed all the strategies I've learned so far. His channel is by far the fastest growing one amongst the 3, and again, His focus is completely different from the other two. He focuses on spending a lot of time in creating one entertaining video with multiple camera angles and changing environments, something that I can never do just because my situation is different from his. Another thing he focuses a lot on is his thumbnails, and I think not everyone can create thumbnails the way he does. I feel like he just have a natural gift for this. He reckons an excellent thumbnail with a clickable title is what scales your channel up, and he definitely proved that with great success there. So let's recap. Annie's channel has been creating similar searchable topics. She uploads once every 3 days, and her thumbnails are simple and clean. Channel Maker has transitioned from doing searchable topics to clickable topics whilst maintaining that consistent, simple and clean looking thumbnail. Film Booth's channel focuses on creating great thumbnails, clickable topics, great video production, and his community is growing exponentially. So who should I listen to here? And mind you, this is only 3 channels. There are other channels out there who are also offering their advice that are completely different, and that confuses the heck out of me. In the end, I just took what works for me and turned it into my own so that I can run my YouTube channel my own way. I'm happy to upload consistently. I'm happy to do talking head videos because I can't do heavy video production, and I'm happy to experiment around with my titles and thumbnails. That's probably the best way to go when running your own YouTube channel. Now there's just one more thing. All 3 of them do have things in common, and I believe that is their key to success. I believe that is how to really scale up and cause your YouTube channel to blow up. So make sure you check it out. Alright, that's all from me. Thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.